Will Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving join forces this summer? I discuss what is going on, y'all. 5 Sports Talk back at it with another video talking, of course, some NBA here to talk about some NBA rumors, some NBA news. And we're at that point now with the All-Star break finished. And now we've got, the last third of the regular season left before the playoffs start. So we're inching towards the end of the regular season and into playoffs. And before you know it, the offseason will be here, which is why we got to talk about some of the hottest offseason storylines, like the one I just mentioned between Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, which I will get into. But before I do that, if you're new to the channel, make sure to go ahead and hit that big red subscribe button down below and turn on my post notifications because you don't want to miss out when I do post these videos, okay? And like I mentioned, I'm going to be bringing a lot of these off-season videos talking about free agency and whatnot because of how vital it's going to be, right? So one of the biggest storylines has been Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving possibly joining forces in New York this summer. And the Knicks, if you don't know, have 2 max slots this coming summer to be able to afford 2 free agents so they could financially afford Kyrie and Kevin Durant. And, they could possibly get the #1 pick, Zion Williamson, as well, because they're just that atrocious this season. And who knows, maybe they could use that #1 pick. And even if they don't take Zion, they could trade it and get more help. So here to discuss if that actually happens, do I think Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving join forces in New York this summer? And my straight up answer is possibly, okay? And you might be like, Faz, okay, that's, what, yes or no? Possibly? Like what? I hear you, but here's my thing. Obviously, saying yes or no would be very, very easy, but there's a reason I'm saying possibly. I would be more towards yes, but Kevin Durant, I can't trust KD, okay? And I can't depend on KD, and this is the part that stops me from going all the way to yes. Now, there was a video that sort of went a little bit viral of Kyrie and KD talking during the All-Star game. I don't even know if they were talking about the situation in New York, but that's what people made it out to seem like. But even before that video, and in that video, it's more Kyrie doing the convincing than KD. Even before that video, I always felt that Kyrie Irving is more likely to leave Boston than Kevin Durant is likely to leave Golden State, okay? So the reason I say that is because with Boston, we have seen that they have gone to the Eastern Conference Finals without Kyrie Irving. We know that they've got guys that can take the offensive load when Kyrie Irving is not there. And we've seen that Kyrie Irving, if there's one thing we know that he wants to be, is the man. So if any time that is challenged, don't get me wrong, he is still the man in Boston. But I can totally see Kyrie searching for greener pastures, okay? And that's the funny part about all this is because you have New York, possibly the Lakers. So Kyrie leaving, it can happen. Kevin Durant, on the other hand, Kevin Durant has the perfect situation in Golden State, as much as I hate to say it. And he could win this year's championship. He probably will. And that'll be his 3rd straight with 3 straight possibly finals MVPs. And then he could win another championship, okay? And I honestly don't know when Golden State would stop dominating if they kept their current nucleus together. Boogie leaving after this year doesn't really matter. They can win with or without Boogie, okay? But if you have Draymond, Clay, Steph, and KD together for the next, 3 to 4 years, you're telling me Golden State's not winning at least 3 out of those 4 years, if not all 4? I think they are. As much as I hate it and I want KD to leave, it's literally the perfect situation for him. And so for me, what that brings me all the way back to is Kevin Durant, knowing that he's thin-skinned, knowing that he reads about everything what the media says. Every time he wins a ring, he keeps being able to say, hey, I told you so, and sort of, dismisses the notion of whenever he gets criticism thrown his way. But if he goes to New York, could you imagine if he's not able to win a championship in New York, he might get criticized for it, even though it's going to be better for his career. Because like I said, not all rings are created equal, folks, okay? Dirk's 1 ring in Dallas is worth more than, to me, KD's 2 rings in Golden State. LeBron's 1 ring in Cleveland is worth more than his 2 rings in Miami. not all rings are created equal. And if you are able to go to New York and help the Knicks win their first championship since 1973, oh my God, that is going to mean a lot more than these Warriors championships. But point being is, I just don't think KD's up to the challenge. And that's what's stopping me from saying this is going to happen. I think Kyrie Irving is likely to leave either to New York or to LA. But I think Kevin Durant teases these teams and then he just stays put, because that is essentially who Kevin Durant is, okay? And I think he's just going to go back to the safeness of being able to just, be part of the most unfair team in NBA history and keep racking up titles, okay? I want him to leave. Trust me, I do. And I want this to happen. As much as I'm not a Knicks fan, I actually want to see this happen because I want some parity in the NBA. I really do, okay? Nobody wants to know the championship, the team that's going to win the championship before the season even starts. And that's been the case the past 3 seasons, okay? So I want this to happen, but I just can't depend on Kevin Durant. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think this happens? KD and Kyrie teaming up in New York? Let me know down below. Leave a comment. Let's talk about it. Let's discuss, debate. Follow me on my Twitter, my Instagram. Links down below for all that. As always, thanks for watching.